In these slides, I will present the effect of raised alanine transaminase levels on HbA1c response to SGLT2 inhibitors in type 2 diabetes. These are our disclosures and funding information. SGLT2 inhibitors, also called gliflozins, are a class of medications that inhibit resorption of glucose in proximal convoluted tubule of the kidney and therefore reduce blood sugar. These medications are associated with weight loss, improved glycemic control, improvement in the heart failure outcomes, reduction in systolic blood pressure, and also prevent progression of renal disease in type 2 diabetes. SGLT2 inhibitors also reduce ALT levels, which is one of the most specific markers for non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. However, how raised ALT levels and hence non-alcoholic fatty liver disease affects HbA1c response to SGLT2 inhibitors is not known. The objective of the study was to understand the effect of ALT on glycemic response to SGLT2 inhibitors in patients with type 2 diabetes. Data for this study was obtained from a large nationwide audit of SGLT2 inhibitors in patients with type 2 diabetes who were initiated on SGLT2 inhibitors. We used a gradient boosting machine learning algorithm to identify if ALT is an important predictor of glycemic response to SGLT2 inhibitors. The results of the GBM model were confirmed using linear regression analysis, where the absolute drop in HbA1c was modeled as a dependent variable with baseline ALT as an independent variable adjusted for relevant covariates. This slide shows the demographic characteristics of the study population. The study consisted of 9,609 patients with type 2 diabetes. The median age was 59 years, consisted of 40% females with a median BMI of 31.8 and a median HbA1c of 8.8%. The study consisted of patients on empagliflozin, dapagliflozin, or canagliflozin. At a median 5.8 months follow-up period, the mean HbA1c drop was 0.81% and was similar in all three drug classes. The drop in HbA1c was 0.62%, 0.78%, and 1.01% in the first, second, and third quartiles of baseline ALT respectively. This slide shows the relative influence of baseline variables on HbA1c response to SGLT2 inhibitors. As you can see, baseline weight and baseline HbA1c have the highest relative influence, which is followed by baseline ALT levels. The model accuracy was 0.73% and the area under the curve was 0.83. This slide shows results of the linear regression model in which an absolute drop in HbA1c was modeled as an independent variable. Baseline ALT continues to be an important predictor of response to SGLT2 inhibitors. You can notice that weight is not included here as it is correlated with HbA1c. This is not an issue in the gradient boosting model, and hence gradient boosting models can be superior to linear regression models. To summarize, higher baseline HbA1c, higher baseline ALT levels are associated with more significant SGLT2 induced HbA1c drop. SGLT2 inhibitors are likely to be more effective in those with coexisting diabetes and non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. These are our acknowledgements. Thank you.